I was always careful with my heart. My name is Aisha, and I am 24 years old. I never thought I would fall so deeply in love, but then I met Armin. He was kind, charming, and always knew what to say. I felt special when I was with him. We met at a small coffee shop. He smiled at me, and I could not look away. He asked me about my favorite books and movies. I was shy, but he made me feel comfortable. After a few weeks, we started talking every day. Text messages, phone calls, and small surprises became normal. I thought he was perfect. Armin told me he loved me after 2 months. My heart jumped. I had never felt this way before. He held my hand, looked into my eyes, and said, "You are the most important person in my life." I wanted to believe him. I wanted to trust him completely. I started telling him everything about myself. My dreams, my fears, my past. I never shared these things with anyone. I thought he would never hurt me. Every weekend we went out together. Restaurants, parks, and sometimes just sitting on a bench, talking for hours. I felt safe, happy, and loved. But sometimes I noticed small things. He would check his phone a lot. He would sometimes be quiet for no reason. I wanted to ask, but I was scared. I did not want to seem suspicious or jealous. I told myself, he loves me. He would never hurt me. I remember one night. We were walking home from a movie. He held my hand tightly. He whispered, "I cannot imagine my life without you." I smiled and squeezed his hand. I believed him. I really believed him. Little did I know, this was only the beginning. Trust is easy to give, but very hard to keep. And sometimes, people are not what they seem. That night, I did not know that my heart would be broken. I did not know that learning to trust again would take years. It started slowly. One day, I noticed that Armin was texting someone late at night. I did not know who it was. I did not want to ask him. I felt scared. My heart said, something is wrong. But my mind said, maybe I am overthinking. Then he started coming home late. He said it was work, but sometimes I knew he was lying. He would get angry if I asked too many questions. I felt confused and sad. I wanted to believe him, but my heart hurt. One evening, I saw a message on his phone by mistake. It was from a girl I did not know. The message said, "I miss you." My hands shook. My heart stopped. I did not know what to do. Should I confront him? Should I stay silent? I felt trapped. I tried to act normal. I wanted to ignore it, but it was hard. I started watching him more closely. Every smile, every laugh, every message made me anxious. I felt tired all the time. I could not sleep. I could not eat properly. I felt like I was losing myself. I decided to ask him directly. One night I said, "Armin, I saw a message. Who is she?" He looked at me and laughed. "It's nothing. Just a friend. Don't worry." I wanted to believe him, but something inside me said, he is lying. Days passed. I felt pain every day. My friends said, "Trust is important, Aisha. You cannot live like this." But how can you trust when your heart says no? I wanted to believe in love, but my mind was full of doubts. I realized something. Love is not only about feelings. Love is also about trust. And when trust is broken, love becomes heavy. I loved Armin, but I could not forget the message. I could not stop thinking about the girl. My heart was torn between love and fear. I cried alone many nights. I asked myself, am I weak? Am I foolish? I knew I had to make a choice, but my heart wanted him. My mind told me to leave. That is the hardest part. When your heart and mind fight. One rainy evening, everything became clear. I waited for him at home. He came back later than usual, and I saw something strange. There was a small box in his bag. I opened it quietly. Inside, I found pictures of him with another girl. They were smiling, holding hands, kissing. My heart broke into 1,000 pieces. I confronted him immediately. I said, "Armin, who is she? Why are you lying to me?" He did not speak at first. Then he said, "I am sorry. I never wanted to hurt you. I don't know." I could not understand. How could someone I loved, someone I trusted, do this to me? I felt anger, sadness, and confusion. My hands were shaking. My eyes were full of tears. I wanted to scream, but my voice did not come out. I felt empty inside. The love I gave him, the trust one gave him, everything was gone. That night, I realized something important. People can lie. People can cheat. But you cannot blame yourself for trusting. Trust is a gift, and some people are not ready to receive it. I had given him my heart honestly. He chose to break it. That was his mistake, not mine. I decided to leave him. It was hard, very hard. I packed my things while my heart cried silently. I felt lonely, but I also felt free. I understood that staying with someone who betrays your trust is worse than being alone. The next day, I went out with my best friend, Zara. She hugged me and said, "You are strong, Aisha." He lost someone who really loved him. Her words gave me strength. I realized that love is not only about happiness. Sometimes, it is about learning, about growing, about protecting yourself. I promised myself that I would never let anyone destroy my trust again. I knew it would take time to heal. But I was ready. I wanted to be strong. I wanted to love myself first. That was the only way to move forward. Time passed. Weeks turned into months. I focused on myself, my studies, and my dreams. I met new people, but I was careful. I learned that trust is important, but it should not make you blind. I learned to watch actions, not just hear words. One day, I met someone new, Rohan. He was kind and honest. He did not rush me. He respected my past, my fears, and my heart. Slowly, I started talking to him. Slowly, I started trusting again. It was not easy. Every small lie in the past made me scared. But Rohan was patient. He showed me that not all men are the same. I learned a very important lesson. Trusting someone is brave, but self-love is stronger. I learned to protect my heart while giving love. I learned that betrayal hurts, but it also teaches. I learned that it is okay to cry, but it is also necessary to stand up again. Now, I still remember Armin. I remember the pain, the tears, and the betrayal. But I also remember the lesson. I know now that love is beautiful, but trust is precious. And when someone breaks that trust, it is not the end. It is a chance to start again, wiser and stronger. I want to tell everyone who has been hurt. Do not let someone destroy your heart completely. Love again, trust again, but always protect yourself. Life is too short to live in fear. You deserve happiness, respect, and honesty. It's really hard to trust men, yes. But it is not impossible. Some people will be honest, some will not. The key is to know the difference and to love yourself enough to walk away when someone is not good for you. My heart is open again, and I am ready for love. But this time, I will never forget my lessons. The end.